Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. It is Friday, September the 29th, 2023, and this is our live Q&A day, so feel free to ask any questions you might want to ask. We'll give a little bit of time for the lag of the great Google God to catch up to us. There's about a 41-second delay, so we'll wait a few minutes for people to arrive. It's interesting where we are in our lives as a species and as individuals. More and more when I listen to my guides and the ascended masters that speak to me, they continually remind me of how important it is for you to recognize that you are a creator, that you are a creating being. You're not just a meat sack. You're not just a collection of thoughts and emotions acquired from your 5 physical senses. You're literally a creating intelligence, learning how to create. And there are other creating intelligences around us. Some of them are giving us ideas and information that can let us create better, and others are giving idea and information that subjugate us to being less than what we are. They also tell me that the whole psychological gobbledygook, the whole mishmash of conventional psychology, psychiatry, and psychotherapy has limited benefits, as it simply teaches you how to manage things, but it doesn't teach you how to transcend suffering. But again, this is Friday Q&A, but these are some of the conversations I have. Why are people not being taught that your emotions are not you? Your emotions are not you. And most of your thoughts are not you. This is so important. The message keeps coming through again and again, and they say the only way the brain learns in this dimension is through repetition, visualization, and emotionalization. Before we get too far into this, on that note, I want to say you still have about 3 weeks left before we start our Masterclass 101, which is our beginner's course. It's an introduction to mediumship, to connecting to your guides, to your angels, learning the function of meditation. I work with my guides, my angels, ascended masters, as do our other instructors. We have a total of 5 instructors in our Masterclass program.
Can't hear you.
Oh, hang on. Did that again, did I? Still learning to put things together at the right time, the right way. Just give me a second, folks. Just going to put this in. There we go. That should remedy the sound on TikTok.
Ask them if they can hear you.
And can you hear me now? Can you just give me a thumbs up if you're hearing me on TikTok as well?
Yes.
Wonderful. So I just want to reiterate, like, some of the conversations that I have with my guides and angels and some of the ascended masters that communicate with me are mind-blowing, but very simple and practical. They say to me things like conventional psychology, psychotherapy have taken away the power of the people to know themselves. They've given you the illusion that your emotions are something that you have no control over, that the mind is a mysterious, difficult thing to understand. They said this is the greatest lie being told to you right now, that your own mind and your own emotions can somehow be out of your control. What's happened is they've taught your mind to be out of control by filling it with fear. Have you ever noticed that most of the things that are socially acceptable require that you sit down and simply be an open vessel? Most sports activities, you're sitting and watching. Educational facilities, you're sitting and watching or listening. Television, you're sitting and watching and listening. They say that most of these functions are designed to indoctrinate you into ignorance and fear, so that you lose authority and control you naturally have over your own emotions and your own mind. Your emotions are not who you are. Remember that. Your emotions are not who you are. Your thoughts are not who you are. You are a soul, a spirit of universal light and love. That's what you truly are, a creating intelligence. And there are beings on this dimension that are, we call them the dark ones, that have a concerted effort globally to give people the illusion that they have no control, no power, no authority. And their greatest fear is that you realize just how much authority you do have over your own mind, over your own emotions, and your own body. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, TikTok. Good to see all of you here. So yes, you've got 3 weeks to register for our 101 Masterclass on awakening. And it's literally a course in awakening. We work with 5 different instructors over a 3-week period. You'll be engaging these different instructors, learning how to use certain devices to open up and activate clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance, the 4 spiritual senses that you were born with, that the existing social structure and system denies that you have. And they've gone so far as to create great religions and philosophies that keep you restricted from evaluating. You have these other senses. They say you can only pray to God and only to God. You can't connect to other angels or other masters or beings. They keep you restricted. That anything outside of what they tell you is okay, you should be afraid of. You need to learn to connect to your guides and angels so you're not going through life alone. As most people believe they are. You are never, ever, 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 ever alone, ever. Anyway, this course will bring you into a place of understanding how to open those senses up, how to connect to your heart, how to learn to meditate, how to make the distinction between your thoughts, your emotions, and yourself, so that you're not being run like a robot by the world around you. Because that's what's happening to most people. You're being run by the world, folks. Television, radio, entertainment, all these things are designed to keep you a zombie, watching and listening and absorbing what they tell you to think, doing what they tell you to do, eating what they tell you to eat, being what they tell you to be. And most people that are living like that are miserable because you cannot be what you are not and expect to be fulfilled. You're only fulfilled when you're being who you are. Anyway, I just want to share, these are the kinds of conversations I have with my guides, ascended masters, and other dimensional beings that I interact with. And mediumship is not some mystical, scary, airy-fairy thing. It's an actual science that's gaining recognition in many scientific circles. In fact, most governments around the world have been using this so-called other dimensions of clairvoyance, clairaudience, astral projection, astral travel. They use this to spy on each other. There's nothing mystical about that, but they don't want the average person like you to know that you have these abilities to tune into time-space events beyond your physical body.
When we're not in physical form, that's how we communicate.
Yes. And the truth is that you're not in physical form.
When we're not.
When you're not in physical form, I'm not sure what that means, but
that's how we communicate.
We communicate telepathically,
Yes.
Naturally.
Yes.
Everyone, you can open that up. Everyone can communicate telepathically. That's how you begin as a child. Children are telepaths when they're first born. Between ages 0 and 5, they do not comprehend or understand language. They don't. They understand images that the parents transmit. Don't touch that. And the parents send an image of the child touching the thing they shouldn't touch. And what does the child do? They touch it. So telepathy is the foundation. It's natural and normal and healthy. There's nothing airy-fairy about learning to become a medium, which is simply just saying open up these spiritual faculties that you have that go beyond the 5 physical senses. Anyway, you got 3 weeks to register for the course. It's an amazing program. You'll go through massive changes. You'll open up things in your life that have been kept closed by the environmental conditioning you've been subjugated to. But anyway, let's get to your questions and answers. So yeah, remember to sign up for that. Please do that. Let's see here. Let's go over to good morning, YouTube. Hi, guys. Question from Adam. Does any of my spirit guides have any message for me? If so, can you please identify which ones and what exactly they need to tell me? They're telling me, why don't you come take our course, Adam, so you can identify them yourself, because they know you and you can know them. We all get so addicted to our 5 physical senses that we think that's all. What we see, what we smell, what we touch, taste, and hear is all there is. And yet science blatantly reveals there's this invisible realm, the quantum realm. And that's another aspect of your being lives there. Please, Adam, come out and take the course. Take the masterclass. Starts October 14th. Connect to your guides and angels. We have a process for learning to do that. Every single soul has the potential to connect to many dimensions of information, not just the 5 sensory world. You have the ability to connect to these realms of information, some of them called spirit. But a lot of darkness and evil has been cast upon that. And I can tell you that nothing can be further from the truth. There are low vibrational entities in this physical dimension and other dimensions. But come and learn to connect your guides, connect your angels. That's a message I'm giving you. Again, they will be very delighted, as will you, when you know you're actually connecting them. You actually feel them around you. They can tell you their names. They can show you their faces, or their appearance at least. They can show you what color of light they are. If they're a humanoid, their other form. Again, learning to adjust your senses, the inner senses, clairvoyance, which means clear seeing, clear audience, which means clearing. And Jesus speaks about this all the time. He says, you have eyes but cannot see, and ears but cannot hear, which means you're so caught up in this world of your sights and physical sounds that you're disconnected from these gifts of yours, these natural other senses you have. But great question. Thanks, Adam. What was my message yesterday about 2 different songs with the words, "It's my life"? Thank you for the question. Again, when I am channeling information, I am not in my personal mind trying to remember everything. That does not happen.
That's not what she's saying. She heard 2 songs yesterday with "It's My Life."
Oh,
Why?
I see. If I tune into that, again, you're receiving information to take responsibility that you can create any existing situation you require to move forward in your growth. You currently believe that you have some degree of powerlessness, but it is your life and you are a creating intelligence. Learn the function of creation that is your birthright and your natural way of existing as a creating intelligence, orchestrating events of time, space, and matter. It is your life to create with as you see fit to create. Wow, great question. Got a super chat here on YouTube. Hello, Rainbow Warrior Patty. Thank you so much for that. 777. I love it. Nice numbers. Will I meet a potential soon for a relationship, or advice how to bring it about? I'm being told that it's actually been waiting to happen for a long time, but your point of acceptance is blocked by fear. Your point of receiving is blocked by fear. You got a guardian angel. He says his name is Emmanuel, and he's been trying to pull you towards this individual for quite some time. He says the element of fear is in that you fear you will not have this. You must release the fear that you will not have this. That is what is blocking your receiving of that event in your life. What you fear and what you love will come and go. Fear will keep away from you what you fear, and as equally as it will attract you what you fear, as equally as love will attract you what is love, and love will repel anything that is of fear. But this place of acceptance becomes very important for you. That is to release your fear. It is done. You are open and receptive. Release your fear. Release your fear. Release your fear. Wow. Thank you, Rainbow Warrior Patty. Great question. Thoughts on AI, system of governance, speaking of robots. Hi, Karan. Thank you for your question. We are at a most auspicious time in human collective unconsciousness, where the dominant energy of fear is being utilized to subjugate humans to a state of consciousness less than what they are naturally designed to function in. The existing forms of governance on your planet restrict greatly and are attempting to do more so you from understanding the power and potential that each and every one of you has individually. If you do not understand that you function as a creative intelligence, then you will remain subjective to this so-called governance, which is merely a cover-up for their ability to take from you what is yours, to deny you what is yours, and to speak, keep all the marbles to themselves, and you remain out of the game. Yes, there is also an element of transformation that is happening. Even in these positions of authority in government are currently faced with experiencing the negative reverberations of their own creations. That the existing energies coming into this planet, what we call ascension energies, will elevate and amplify whatever you hold in your heart and mind, which is why you're seeing so much craziness, because there's great deception and deceit on this planet. And that deception and deceit causes people to do very unpleasant things, including create wars, to be thieves, to be abusive, to be harmful. What you hold in your heart and mind is going to be amplified greater and greater still. Let us hope that you will choose to align yourself more to love than to fear. And love is no pushover. Love is no pushover. But you will see a great transformation underway right now. Both the good and the evil are both receiving the same source energy, and each will produce results after its own kind. It will become very obvious, as it is now, where the evil is, and it is certainly not in the people themselves, but in those who rule them. Those who rule you by their own fear of being captivated in the truth of light by you, that you see the truth of what they are, that you see the truth of what they are. And they are preparing to flee as you begin to see the curtain is being pulled back and evil is being revealed blatantly. Well, thank you so much for that. I got a question from Moran. Do my spiritual guides recommend that I take your course? Thank you very much. I got an immediate yes for that. Take it, Moran. Your guides are around you. Everyone. There's nothing special about anybody who's a medium. Everybody has these dormant senses, but they don't teach you this in educational systems. And you'll learn in one-on-one situations in the course and classes. You can work one-on-one with instructors, with your fellow students. There are practice sessions where you use devices to activate clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. Simple things that have been used for over 60, 70 years by military all over the world, where they do the cue cards and they test the telepathic abilities. Everybody has telepathic abilities. Don't let them convince you the gobbledygook that some people are more special than others. That's garbage. You are all divinely equal, but the way in which your mind has been conditioned by the world will certainly give the difference of function. What you've been conditioned to think and believe by this world has given you a function more often than not different than your natural function. So yes, please take this program. Any message from my aunt who passed away last year? I don't know why, but I'm getting this Irish jig. Like I'm seeing leprechauns and clovers. That's the way my brain's interpreting her energy. But like this is Irish music playing, like a jig, and there's clovers, and there's just this joyful dance going on. Again, these are 4-leaf clovers that I'm receiving, the images of 4-leaf clovers, right? And again, I don't know if you ever remember the old Lucky Charms leprechaun. That's the image my brain is interpreting. It's great excitement and joy about this dance that she's going through right now. So that's what I transmit to you, that excitement and joy. And again, I don't know why she's transmitting the 4-leaf clovers. Why are you transmitting the 4-leaf clovers? Yes, it was her good luck. She's saying it was her good luck to leave at that time. What do you mean by that? She says, I get a chance to reassess and decide if I come back or not. Another time. Not this time. She's not coming back at this time. She'll come back at another time. But that's the energy she wants you to receive. Joy, the dance, the blessing. Again, it's very celebratory. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Question from Mary Ann Scott. Hi, Mary Ann. Is there an angel I can tell my sons to call on for help? For your sons, there's 2 different beings. The older one, Raphael, Archangel Raphael, can be called on by the older son, and Archangel Azariel can be called on by the other son. Yes. And it's important when they speak their names in request for guidance or assistance that they not have an expectation of what it will look like, but to allow it to unfold. A lot of you have a tendency to request assistance, but then expect it be a certain way, which of course restricts you receiving that which was requested. Be in a place of allowing, where what you have asked for is allowed to come to you in the fashion that is best for you to receive it. Allow that process. Wow, thank you so much, Mary. We're Where's that? There we go. Can you please tell me what is the, well, can you read that letter? That word? Can you please tell me what is happening to me and in my life? What my sole purpose is? Listen, you can book a reading with me and you will get more information about what's going on in your life than you can in a single answer here. There's a lot of stuff pouring in right now. Things from your past that have to be liberated from your body, and real connection to your sense of feeling what is true for you. A lot of people are disconnected from what is true and right for them because they've been watching television and radio and so-called entertainment, watching people beat the crap out of each other in rings and calling that entertainment. You know, I again, if that's what floats your boat, do it. You're free to do that. But that's not a function of love. It's a function of something very different. And we need to learn our function of love. And these types of things have been going on for tens of thousands of years. This is how they keep control. They keep you entertained, keep you in fear, keep you filled with horror and uncertainty. But you know, you're in for some good time.
Same girl.
I tried to book a reading with you yesterday at 11, but seemed to be unable to. Although I got, I saw that. But again, you have to process the payment. When you go to my calendar, you click on the calendar, choose the date you want. It'll take you to the payment page. Then you choose the payment page, and whether or not you want a half-hour reading or a 1 hour reading, it'll take you to the payment section. And then once the payment's processed, it will actually send me a notification that it is paid. Then you'll receive a notification that it's been paid, how to prepare for the reading, and you'll also receive a receipt for the reading and a confirmation of the date and time of your appointment. Con Knights here saying the classes are next level. It'll change your life seriously. And I agree wholeheartedly with that. We've seen so many students come in who are suicidal, who are uncertain, lacking direction, and lives are changed by the wondrous wisdom and knowledge of the masters. I literally am just a vehicle through the program. I go live 3 times a week, a 1 to 2 hour session where there's a lesson communicated by the masters on that particular lesson subject, and then a meditative process. The function of meditation, they tell me, is one of the most important elements for elevating yourself out of your mind and out of subjectivity to your body. Very powerful. But yeah, thank you so much for saying that, Con. Really appreciate it. Is there an app available today?
Appointment.
Oh, an appointment available today. I can't look at my system right now, but from what I can tell, I think you probably have to book for Monday. Monday, I believe there's something available between 11 and 1, but you'll have to go to the calendar. The only available times are on my calendar. It will show you if you can't book it, it's not available. It just won't let you book it if it's not available. So yeah, just go to the calendar and book it. Remember, you can only book an available date, not an unavailable date. Question from Bazia. It was my birthday recently. Any messages for me, from my guides, or my dad? Happy birthday. Birthday. Again, as I don't know who's saying that, but again, I'm feeling like a really strong excitation, like at the top of my head, a really strong like blessings coming down on you. This is the Father. This is the Father energy. Again, the words like warm honey, my love flows to you. Like warm honey, my love flows to you. Again, this is how I'm receiving and interpreting the information that is coming down from him. And I go again, he said something about getting to the ballpark. Something about getting to the ballpark. I don't know if it's is that basketball, baseball? Like a basketball court, getting to the game. I don't know what that means for you, but let us know what that means, what that means for you. Thank you so much. Hi, Elizabeth. Message from my guiding angels. Yeah, something about the teeth. Like, don't make certain you're drinking good water. Don't drink fluoridated water. There's something about your teeth. Your teeth can heal better if you start drinking a little bit more water, but not fluoridated water. Something about your teeth need to be healed. You need to be careful of what you speak. Your mouth will be affected by what you speak. Be very mindful of what you speak. Very, very mindful of what you speak. Coolio. Hi, guys. Here we are. Just going to scroll down here. Hi, Veronica. Hi, William. Any message for me, please? Yeah. Veronica, you need to spend time, like, get your mind quiet. They're saying your mind, you need to stop that. And you can stop that very simply in several ways. Learn to teach your body to be still and quiet. You have to teach. Just like you sit in front of televisions and watch entertainment and let it program your mind, you must become the programmer of your mind. But they're saying you need to teach your mind and body into silence. Again, something that becomes, it's a frequent theme in our masterclasses, where they do a meditation 3 times a week, where you get to experience what it is you feel like, what you really are when your mind and body aren't interfering with your awareness. Most people's awareness are enmeshed in the fears and the thoughts and the emotions of the past. And when you learn to shift your awareness out of the mind and out of the body, you begin to experience the essence of what you are. And it's a beautiful thing. When you get out of your mind and experience yourself as the awareness that you are, your function of creation can begin to become initiated. You get initiated into creation by awakening from the slumber in your mind and body that most people are asleep there, right? There we go. I got time enough for, I think, 2 more questions. There's so much to do. Someone's asking me, is someone with you in the room a woman? Yes, Sylvia, yes. The second most beautiful person in all of creation. My partner, Norma Jean, is with me. She's the one that awakened me to this. She brought me to this place of awakening and understanding. So yeah, she's a pretty remarkable soul. Yeah, so you got that right. So my question to you, Sylvia, is how did you tune into that? You see, somehow you were able to tune into that, even though you can't see her, you could feel that energy. So yeah,
speaking.
And she's been speaking too. Any messages from my dad, Starbarrick 888. I don't know, but I'm seeing hockey sticks, slapstick. I don't know what that means for you, but hockey sticks, slapsticks, but something, again, exciting. I don't, hockey's really coming up very strong, like hockey. Like I'm seeing just sticks and helmets and uniforms, teams playing. That for you, like something about hockey, very strong. Yeah. Again, if you go to a game, I don't know, again, I'm just transmitting the information, but if you go to a game, you won't be alone next time. Now that you've heard this, you'll be aware of his presence. You'll feel it. And you'll receive a very clear sign that it is your Father that is with you at that game. But let us know how that unfolds for you. Please share your experiences, how the information has affected you. And please also remember to share this information, share the video, invite others. Go to my YouTube channel, watch the replays. There's over 800 videos, channeling sessions with different ascended masters, guides, angels, multidimensionals, collectives that are here to help us awaken in this time of ascension, to awaken from suffering, to awaken from fear, to restore yourself to love and creation, which is your natural function. Your natural function is love and creation, right? Hi, Santhia. We'll be punished if we choose our own path away from the contract. No, the goal is to return yourself to the function of love and creation. You are a creating intelligence. The goal is to learn to become the creating intelligence, to be a creator, to function from creation. And in the creation and its function, you will find your liberation and freedom. You are a creator. Your essential nature is a function of life, which is also known as love. Love and life are synonymous in degrees and intensity. But your function as a creator is most important. You cannot deviate from love. That is where error occurs. but you cannot be punished for moving towards what you are, but you will suffer if you move away from it. If you move away from your function of love and creation, if you defer it to others like so many of you have done, then you will suffer. The further you get from what you are, the greater your suffering will be. And let us remind you that there is much suffering inflicted upon you by the distractions of your governments, the distractions of war, the distractions of economics, the distractions of so-called entertainment pull you away from what you are. Deliberately, they pull you away from what you are. Oh, thank you. How do I let go of fear? Wow, that's a great question. Woo, a lot of excitement. I have got like the energy of Master Jesus coming in here right now. To let go of fear must remember love. And how does one remember love? But by its function, to exist as if you are the existence of love itself. In what you say, in what you do, you will find liberation and freedom from fear in the function of love, that words and actions come from love, not from fear. The deliberate and intentional choosing of this restores you to love, and true love casteth out all fears. True love casteth out all fear. So know that if the thoughts and the actions and the words that you speak are from this energy of love, you will find complete liberation from fear. Complete liberation from fear. Wow. Thank you. Thanks so much for asking that question. This will be the last question for the day, folks. Hi, would love to know if you feel anything from me. Yeah, I mean, the obvious thing is the anxiety that I'm picking up. Yeah, you know who I'm talking to. You need to let that go. What the question that was just asked, what Master Jesus was just saying, you need to release your fears. Literally, release your fear. And the only way to release your fear is begin to enact the function of love in what you think and what you say and what you do. Let love be that which causes you to act. But that's the first thing. And if I tune into you a little further, I don't know why I'm seeing little children dancing around you, but I'm seeing little children dancing around you. They're like cherubs, these children. They're innocent, but they're dancing around you. Yeah, it's like you're behind a door. And again, I don't know why you're behind this door, but I'm picking up the energy. You feel kind of trapped in a situation. You need to open the door and walk away from that situation. Again, I don't know what the children dancing around you represent, but they represent this innocence, this beautiful energy. Again, that's the way it comes through. That's why I present it. But I want to thank you for your question. Let's see here. Why am I given suffering if I only acted out of love? Then if you are truly acting out of love, you will not be given suffering. So you are harboring in your heart some form of requirement, that there should be a reward for your function of love. The function of love itself is the reward. And yet you would expect that people would change because you are being a certain way. You are the one that needs to change. The rewards of love are love. The rewards of fear are fear. Have no expectation. But again, you still try to hold on to the past. You still try to hold on to what you have, believing it will somehow become different. You must move forward with love. Where does love tell you to go? Who does love tell you to speak to? Who does love tell you to listen to? Thank you.
Tell her to come to the 102.
Yeah. Come to the 102. If you guys are dealing with anxiety, if you're dealing with depression, fear, uncertainty about your future, come out to our 102 Masterclass. I believe that begins November the 11th. That's our Masterclass begins November 11th? No.
December the 3rd.
No, it begins November 11th and runs to December 1st, the 102. So we took a half month for that.
Check your website, yeah.
Yeah. Go to my website. You'll see the dates of the course. But the 102 will assist you in liberating yourself from almost every fear you hold on to. Literally. It's a wonderful program. Any messages from, hi Crystal, any messages from my mom? I don't know why she's holding up a hand with a wedding ring on it. She's holding up a hand with a wedding ring. Yeah, and again, she's like wiggling it around. Something about the wedding, something about a wedding. Well, I don't know if you're married or getting married, but something about a wedding, something about that wedding, something about that marriage, something about that bond. Like the hand is like, it's almost like the hand is trying to get rid of that ring. I'm just reiterating, what's that for? Yeah, she's saying, do not be stuck. Don't stay stuck. Don't stay stuck in the choice. Don't stay stuck in it. Do not be stuck by this. Do not be stuck by this. Love is not a piece of metal on your fingers. Wow. Last question here from YouTube from Diane, for Diane. Hi, Diane. Question, feeling a little dizzy. Messages for me. Yes, drink more water. Drink a little bit more water today. There's so much energy coming into the planet right now. We call it Ascension energy. Drink a little bit more water today. Get some sunshine. A lot of people, you hear people telling you about sunshine not being good for you. Sunshine is one of the best things for you. And your body knows the right measure of it. You just pay attention to your body. Your body will tell you if you've gotten, pay attention to your body. Most people ignore their bodies, so they get overcooked. But your body knows when it's had enough sun, when it needs to turn. Your body knows so much about this world that you don't. But yeah, hydration is really important for you right now. Also, you got this opening in your crown chakra happening. There's an opening trying to happen here for higher information. And yeah, your personality is having a little difficulty understanding this. I would recommend that you put your attention on the crown chakra and just allow yourself to receive the energy that comes in through there. Let your body receive the energy trying to come, because really it's just information. Energy is information. You want to pay attention to this and allow that information to come in, Diane. But thank you so much for that question. Oh, you want me to answer that one too? Okay. Sometimes I feel dizziness, where you said father energy comes or blessing. How would you exit? How would you explain it? Again, there's no explanation for energy. You just get in touch with it when you feel the energy of your loved ones, because just because they don't have a physical body doesn't mean they don't exist. When you feel the energy coming in our Masterclass 102, you can learn to interpret. Is it your guides? Is it your angels? Is it a family member? Is it a leprechaun? Is it a dragon? Is it an Arcturian? Is it a Pleiadian? Pleiadians and Arcturians communicate telepathically oftentimes. Then there's Lyrans. You can learn to sense, tune into, and understand the energy of different beings, just like you can meet somebody on the street you've never met before and get to know them. Your guides and angels will interact with your energy field, and you can tune into their energy and learn to know them. And again, not everybody has the same guides or angels. You must learn how to interpret their vibrations properly. Again, our Masterclass 101 on Awakening introduces you to how to sense and receive and interpret the information that you're receiving. And again, I highly encourage you to sign up. You got 3 more weeks before the course begins. Thank you so much. Guys, I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming out today. Thank you for all your support. Oh yeah, Monica, I saw that message. I got to answer this question on YouTube. I know I got your message, and what I was told to tell you is she wants to make certain that you're okay. She asked me to ask you if you were okay. Monica's dog passed away, and she's worried about how the dog was doing, and the dog was worried about how she's doing, and I didn't get to give her the other half of that message the other day. That yeah, if you ever got a question, just want to ask a single question, go to the Linktree link on either on my YouTube channel or my TikTok channel, and click on the Linktree link, and you can choose a half-hour reading, a 1-hour reading. You can choose to ask a single question. Any of the links to my website, course, and classes are all on the Linktree link. But yeah, she wanted to know how you were. Yeah. She doesn't like it when you worry. I know you instinctually feel her jumping around you, right? You feel that, right? You keep expecting her there because she is there. That's what happens a lot of times. Animals leave. Thank you, Monica. And thank you, everybody else. I want to wish you a very wondrous and joyful day, each and every one of you. Thank you for your questions. I want to thank the beings that came through here today, that shared their energy, their wisdom, their information with us. And I want to thank all of you for supporting this channel. Remember to like, subscribe, share, follow. And I want to wish you all much love. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the brief meditation and lesson tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.